everyone, it's Twintuitive 717. I'm back with another video. I just wanted to share a quick update on the Divine Masculine energies. I have been feeling a very huge shift. Many of our masculines are moving out of aggressive behavior and they are starting to understand the Divine Feminine energies on a more deeper spiritual level. Now, the reason I say on a more deeper spiritual level is because some of the masculines have actually embodied behavior that's brought out aggression in the Divine Feminines, and this has come as a huge shock to many of the Divine Masculines, because what that's done is give them a little bit of glimpse or insight into some of the Divine Feminine's pain on the journey. So I just thought I would share a few cards for any of you that might resonate with that message. If you are going through a bit of a hard time with your masculine in terms of understanding you as a person, respecting your feelings, respecting your boundaries, really knowing you and knowing who you are, and there's just some resistance between you two, I thought I would shed some light, because many of you feminines are feeling as though this cycle of in and out and going back and forth and really never coming to a place of just peace with your counterpart so that you can move to the next level has been somewhat of a deterrent on the journey, and it's a bit discouraging. And around this time of year, we start thinking about what it is we would like to bring to an end and what are some things that we would like to change so that we set a new path for ourselves. So I wanted to share some messages from the masculine in regards to how the feminine's energy has been making him feel, just based on her new zest for life, her new way of doing things, because he really does feel the shift in her energy. She's really not taking any nonsense anymore, really standing up and setting firm boundaries. Many of you feminines are really questioning what unconditional love means to you. And so for many of you, you're starting to understand that loving the masculines on an unconditional level actually means loving yourself first so that you can extend that love to them on an unconditional level. And so they're feeling this. They're feeling it very, very heavily. And so many of them are if they're silent right now, it's strictly because they are reflecting on every single conversation you both have ever had and how they maybe could have done things differently. And that's what it takes, right? It takes you feminines, and us feminines, I should say, because I've been there myself. It takes us setting firm boundaries because we're not afraid of losing the connection anymore. Why? Because it's been shown to us in such a divine way by God and Source that we're breaking out of the fear now, the illusion that this can somehow go away, be forgotten, be lost, die out. It just simply can't. So with that newfound knowledge and information, the feminines are just becoming very, very fearless now. They're more relaxed and taking control of their lives. They can breathe now. They can focus on their careers, their goals, because they really do truly understand that this connection with the masculine is not going anywhere. It's only meant to grow and deepen. So the feminines are starting to become more fearless now when communicating with the masculines. And I guess this in turn obviously is making him feel very obsessive, because when the feminine acts in that way, he thinks automatically, okay, he's going to lose her or she's changing. But what she's actually doing is triggering him also to really look at these kinds of behaviors, because this is exactly why they keep bumping heads, right? The masculine has to control his feelings towards her so that he's not controlling her. And that's how it always plays out, is that they come together and the masculine, his love for her sort of has to be tamed. And I feel as though many masculines are expecting the feminine to do the taming when it's their job, really and truly. You have to appear and embody the masculine energy all on your own in order for the feminine to reciprocate that. So if many of you are having conflicts within your twin flame journey because of this dynamic, the masculine's extremely obsessed, which causes him to act very controlling, and in turn all the feminine can do is just kind of lay back and, you know, if you would like a piece of her hair, go ahead, but it's really not going to get you much further than that. And he's starting to understand and recognize this kind of behavior as a dead end almost. I mean, there's the satisfaction of giving into these kind of dark energies, but when he goes off into his cave, he really truly does understand that the dark energy is what creates the distance between them. And I just kind of feel like he's looking back now. He's really looking back on these kinds of behaviors to say, okay, I really need some new beginnings because I have been somewhat of a fool and I need to put things in perspective and change it a little bit. Because the feminine, they're no longer entertaining this kind of in and out behavior from the masculines because, like I said, they're no longer in fear of the connection going anywhere. They understand also that Source and God is showing the masculines the twin flame journey without the feminines needing to interfere or feel like they need to prove a point. The masculines are learning that all on their own, and you know, there might be distractions in the way, snakes in the grass. They're stepping on it, they're overcoming it. A lot of them are just taking everything they've got with them and just moving forward because they can't deny the energies that they feel within the twin flame connection, just like the feminine can't. And I think like for a long time too, the feminines, they really felt as though they needed to hold on to this connection so tightly because all of the synchronicities were there, all of the signs, everything was pointing to this person. But now that we know that everything points to this person and what the truth of the connection is, you know, there really is no need to worry about holding on to it so tightly in a way where the feminines can't focus on their careers, their dreams, their goals. And I have been there too, guys. You just get so foggy in the brain. It's an energy of just feeling distracted, longing, missing them, wanting to know what they're doing every minute. Once you're able to really just kind of like pull yourself out of that energy, you can see the truth of like how they really feel for you. It's the exact same way that you feel about them. Just complete love and bliss, and that this connection, it's never shifted. Many of you will go back to your memories of meeting your divine masculines for the first time, and you will actually feel the sensations that you did when you met them. And they feel the exact same way towards you. So I think that's the natural balance that just occurs in the twin flame journey. It's almost like the feminine really has to move out of the fear first in order to set the divine masculine on the path. Because if we feel fear, they feel fear, right? If we feel like the connection can be lost, or we need to focus on them, or find out what it is they're doing, when it comes time for them to understand the connection, they'll also do the same as far as fearing that they'll lose it and it'll cause them to act this way. So whatever we do for ourselves, we do for our twins. So if many of you feminines are resonating with keeping up with that energy of just carrying on with your lives, seeking out happiness and fulfillment in whatever ways that you desire, irregardless of your twin flame, because it's been proven time and time again that the connection, it can't go anywhere. They resurface somehow, they come back into your life somehow. So when you feminines relax into that knowing, they also relax into that knowing as well. And that energy allows the both of you to focus on your own individual soul growth And when you master soul growth on an individual level, you two become magnets. Okay, I hope this reading finds you all well. I will speak to you soon in the next video.